Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm pretty sure that the UK retail watch market is dead, along with the flipper grey market watch market. That's also dead, and here's the reason why. Quick, before I carry on, I just wanted to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. It's overwhelming, considering I'm just talking about watches and I'm just a watch collector. What I want to do is I want to stay true to form. I'm doing my videos without edits. I'm going to try and not swear, and I'm going to just show you that I'm wearing a watch. I am a watch collector. I am not going to talk about watches I don't own unless I think somebody's brought out a particularly good watch that I want to buy. Otherwise, I'm not jumping on any bandwagons or banging out rubbish, okay? I want to talk to you about the retail UK watch market and probably globally. And I would call them luxury watches, but more sort of entry level, because I'm not a rich person. And the reason I'm going to tell you that the retail watch market is dead is because they're just getting way too expensive. Next week, on the 1st of September 2023, I've already said this in another video, Rolex, Omega and Tudor and probably others are about to put in yet another price increase. And I was trying to think, is this normal to have two price increases every year? Well, they did it last year. I'm pretty sure they didn't do it the year before. And then I was talking to my good friend and he said, no, it used to be every year. So these luxury watch market brands are putting in two price increases every year like it's nothing. And then I thought to myself, well, what have I got in the collection and could I afford to buy those same watches today? And the sad truth is no, I couldn't. Now, I'm going to give you an example, a couple of examples off the top of my head. My sub date next week, if I go into an authorized dealer and they ring me and say, your Submariner date is here, is going to be £9,000 for a Submariner date. My Snoopy is going to be £10,400 next week. I can't afford a watch at that price. There's just no way. My Sapphire Sandwich, my beautiful Speedmaster Sapphire Sandwich, that's going to be a touch off £8,000. That watch in November of 2021 was just over 6,000. Just over 6,000. This watch is now £2,000 more in just under 2 years, not even 2 years. Could I afford to buy that watch now? No, I couldn't. I just couldn't. And then I looked at some other brands. Obviously, I looked at Tudor. Do you know that the standard Tudor GMT that everybody used to buy for £2,500 next week is going to be just slightly under £4,000 for that watch? £4,000 for a Tudor GMT. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And a watch that I'm currently on a waiting list for, a genuine waiting list for, the Green Dial OP41. That's going to be £300 more next week. Because it just is. It's going to be £5,700 next week. That watch is currently £5,400. And in January, that watch, just before the price increase, was £5,100. And when I first saw the watch and first wanted the watch, it was £4,800. So this watch is almost £1,500 more, but it's the same watch. How does that watch become £1,500 more in just over a year? So I dread to think, well, I know there is no way that I could afford to buy the watches I own now. There just isn't. I've been priced out of the market, and I'm pretty sure most of you have. So I'm just going to announce it now that I'm done buying at retail. I just can't afford it. And I don't see the value in it. Now, I was talking to a very good friend of mine called Andy, and that's his real name. He's convinced that Omega are actually going to up the price of the Summer Blues as well. And I said, no, they'd never do that. They'd never up them. They'd just come out. And he's convinced, and we have a side bet that they will. I'm 100% convinced that Omega won't, but he's saying they will. And, you know, he's normally right, and I'm normally wrong. So let's just bring myself back for a minute and just talk to you, the person who's now thinking, you know, ooh, I want to buy, let's just make this up. I want to buy a Diver 300M, and I want to buy it this week before the price increase. And I want to spend $5,500 on the watch because next week the watch is going to be $5,800. Well, my advice to you is, yes, go buy it. Or if they'll let you pay a deposit and lock in the price, go and do it now. But ask yourself the question, if you don't buy it this week, will you be able to afford that $300 price increase next week? And probably the answer is no. I don't understand why these watches are going up twice a year. I just don't understand it. I know somebody's going to say it's economics, it's inflation, it's a royal proper piss take if you ask me. Now, to be priced out of your hobby it's very disappointing. So what do we do? Well, I'm now going to start buying pre-owned watches. I don't think I've got the choice. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not paying over retail for pre-owned. So my new formula will be to get pre-owned watches below retail and try and get full sets and take you guys on the journey with me. Why don't you come on the pre-owned journey with me? There's going to be a lot of watches incoming, and I'm going to do some of my talking videos, some of my old style videos, and show you it from the point of view of somebody who just likes watches. I'm just disappointed that I can no longer afford to buy these watches at retail. It's just one of them things, guys. The hobby is no longer a hobby when it's too expensive. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.